Hello, this is Johnny. Finally finished all the artwork for the arcade, and we're gonna go ahead and start looking at from the arcade. I haven't done anything on Neo Geo or Capcom's because I'm still waiting for the guy Anthony to help me to get that together, but he's pretty busy. I think he got himself another part-time job or something that he's doing. So anyway, I went and took care of all the 400 something plus all the game, and I went and changed them all to uh, 3D box art, and most of them came from the uh, emumovie.com. You just search for 3D arcade box art, and you will get two different versions. One is they have the arcade, and the other one they have one is called it's arcade also, but it's white. Okay, so there's two version out there that from the same place. EMU, I'll put that in the description. You could find any kind of 3D box art, and but probably about 80% of them you were able to find. The rest of them you have to like Google search it. Can you tell which one is mine? This one is mine. I have created the box art, and they look pretty good. If I went through it pretty fast, you really cannot tell which one that I added. But I add about close to like 65. This one is mine too. This one, the picture was like that, so I couldn't really do much with it. That's the only picture for this game, 600. And so I just left it like that. And so that's arcade number one. How many game was that? That was like 400, 143, and they're all alphabetical order. I also added this spinning circle. It's a rainbow color, and because somebody have requested that Johnny, there's a new stuff they have added in the hack team, the Hilo. They call it well, it's the same program. It's the same hack program. It just this one is created by me, and the other one is created by the people in Telegram. So they have a cool stuff out there. So if you haven't checked it out, check them out. But this is my own thing that I like to do, and so that's that. And then this one, let's go to the next alphabet order. Yeah, someone asked me that, Johnny, can you bring some of those shooting game that they have? So I look at the video from one of the hack person that did a video, and I found like maybe four of them that I do not have. I think about four game, and I added to my shooting list. So we will go look at that after we finish looking at all the arcade. So just to let you see that all the arcade box art. Now most of them most of this came from the download. So this one and this one is a little bit different, but the artwork is the same. I was just checking to see if I make a mistake or anything. But yeah, I just pretty much replaced the artwork with the 3D. And then the one that do not have artwork, I went and add this. The ones more colorful like this is all created by me. So if you see something like that do not have a solid background like this one, that's created by me. So there are quite a few out there that do not have box art that I have to create, like this one also did not have a box art. And later I started getting smarter. I started to use the one is there and modify it without have to redo the whole thing, because there are some game the only thing different is the title. So I did that with a couple of them. This one, some reason, came in with from the download but have a white background, so I have to fix that. But yeah, they're all nicely 3D artwork. This one is done by me, created by me. Like I say, if you see this design, that the color flow to the sides, those are all created by me. This one is not. This one, I download this one. This is a Mrs. Pac-Man Champions. I couldn't figure out what's the difference between this one and this one. It turned out this one is the arcade version. It's a fast pace of Mrs. Pac-Man, and also this one, the dot is just a dot, and this one have a heart. When you're playing the game. So I didn't know the difference at first. I'm like, why is there two different one? But I didn't change this one because I decided just keep it. It looked nice the way it is. It's kind of thin, but it looked nice, so I just kept it. I didn't change that one. I was thinking about it, but I didn't. Because I did so many. I spent almost the whole week, Monday to Thursday, doing all this, getting all the 3D box art to work, because I want it to be consistent. This one is also created by me. The reason I want to be consistent is because everything else is 3D, okay? And so I want everything to be 3D, not just, Arcade is the only one wasn't 3D. Everything else was. So I'm like, you know what? We need to make that happen where everything is 3D. Okay. So you have NeoGeo is 3D, Capcom's 3D, you got NES is 3D, and you have Genesis is 3D, and Capcom is 3D. I already said that, sorry. Game Boy Advance is 3D, Super Nintendo, NES, Game Boy Color, they're all 3D box art. And this is the only one did not have a 3D box art. So I'm like, I'm gonna learn how to do the 3D box art, and I'm gonna do the 3D box art. So this is created by me. So yeah, if it's more colorful, this is by me too. You could tell that's done by me. The solid arcade, those are from download, but the one that have the more colorful graphic on the side, those are created by me. So some of them I go through pretty quick that I myself did not even notice or see it. Yeah, this one is done by me. You could tell. I mean, it's not the best. I mean, we always have people who say, that's not that great, Johnny. But at least I try and I made it work, make it possible. So this one is created by me too. So at least I made it, like, be consistent and the color float to the corner. And this one is done by me too. This artwork. So, I mean, at the beginning, I have to go back to some of them that I did. This one is done. This one, I really not that great, not that thrilled about it, but this is the way it looked in the game. So yeah, some of the arcade doesn't really have a cool graphic because it's just like a homebrew's game, Same thing with this one. This one is also done, created by, and also this one as well, and this one, all created by me. Yeah, there's a lot that was done. This one too. This one is too by Johnny. This is by Johnny. No, this one is not. This one is. So, yep, this one is by Johnny. So there's a lot that I have done to make this possible. Like this one is created by me, but believe it or not, because this one is actually a zero time, but it's like Galaga. It looked just almost like Galaga. So I went and changed this to this one. And there's another game that is Dig and Dug, but it's actually called Zigzag. Yeah, if you look at it, it's not Dig and Dug. It's Z-I-G and Z-A-G. So there's three. That one is created by me too. So this two is created by me. I took the original and modified the sign, the 3 sign, and then to added this to it, because this is actually called 0 time, not Galagan, but look just like Galagan. All right, so there's quite a few. Sometimes I'll catch it, sometimes I won't. But yeah, did a whole lot. This is the fighting game. I didn't really do anything to the fighting game. Now, if you go through my game list, you able to find more fighting game. I just didn't add it to all the fighting game because you will have to play with. You have to go one by one and actually play the game. Sometimes a game you can look at and say, okay, that's a fighting game. But you look at this, you know, most of this, well, this is all fighting game. But some of them you can't really tell until you start the game. Okay, so this is 49 fighting game, but I know I have more than 49 here in Arcade that is fighting game that I did not add it to this list. Okay, so just FYI. All right, so all this have artwork. So let's go to the next one. And this is a shooting one. This is a new one that I added about 3 or 4 games. Some of them I did not include it. I didn't know I have it. Well, I do have it, but I didn't add it to the list, so I bring them over. So I have 78 game here. I used to have like 63, 71, but now it's 78. So, and they're all 3D box art. It take a while to create them because it's not easy. And trying to find a picture and try to make it look, you know, decent. So that's the hard part about it. It's trying to find the white picture for it and the white logo, you know. Yep. So this is all the shooting game. I saw them in alphabet order, so it's really hard to tell now which one is the new one because I put all of them in alphabet order. So now there is one game that I couldn't get it to work, so I have to ask somebody to get that file for me, which is the Fire Shock. I couldn't get this to work. I don't know why. I search everywhere. I download everything. So the ROM, this file actually, we had to give the people the credit for. I'm a person. If it's mine, I will take the credit. If it's somebody else credit, somebody else stuff, I will give them the credit. So this ROM, the reason it's working is because the Telegram, the Hilo team, they got this game working. I couldn't get it to work. I tried to look for it, I download it, and I couldn't get it working. So I asked one of the person, I said, hey, this is the only one that I cannot get it working. And they say they got it working, but I don't know if it actually worked or not because I didn't see the demo. So the guy helped me and went and gave me this file, and it actually worked. The game worked fine. So I was very happy that I was able to get this file to you as well, because I couldn't get it to work. I don't know where they download it from. You just have to find the correct version in order for it to work. You know, it's nothing really secret about it. It's like my source. I get it from so and so, from the one I share with you guys, the WOM, the wowwom.com, and sometimes I use WOM Hustle, and then I use Cool WOM also. They have some game that actually the WOM is good that will work on this NeoGeo console. But for some reason I couldn't get it working. So I have to ask somebody, say, hey, since they got it working, can you go ahead and give me the ROM so I could add it to the. So all the ROM that they have in Telegram from Hilo, what's it called? Hilo Stick Pro, that they did a the guy who did a video called Neo something. I'll also put the link of his video. He bring to my attention that he was able to get some of those shooting game working, and I was like, okay, do I have those games? And turn out I have most of them except 4 games, like this one, especially this one. I do not have it. The rest of them I do have it. It's just that I never added to the list, so I went and added to the list. But I bet there's more in my arcade because I have a lot of game out there. I never really sit down and play every one of them to find out are they shooting. Because if you go to arcade, they're not labeled as shooting game. They just not labeled at all, you know. But for this, I did label them, so I was able to recognize it and use my Excel formula to pull all the strategy, all the fighting, all the game together to create those other game set. Because they already been labeled as the game puzzle and all that stuff. So when I pulled it out, it was easy for me to pull it out. So I was able to separate them to fighting, shooting up, sports, puzzle. There should be one as action, but I try to create more options for people who just have arcade. But people who have everything feel like this is too much, and they told me, and it's true. But once you take it out, it's hard, because once you take it out, you have to change all because they have to be in order. Like this is 0, this is 1, this is 2. So if you delete those, you have to relabel the bottom 27 to 26, 24. You rename them. So when you take one out, you shift everything up. And then all the graphic, all the background had to be changed. So that's why it's hard to remove something and to add something to the same category. It's not. It's easy to add it to the new one, add it to the bottom, but it's harder to add. Like for example, if I decide that I don't want Capcom, I could easily take that spot and change it to something else. But I cannot So this too, like if I have more shooting game arcade, which I do, I could add it to this list. But I haven't done that yet. But I did add more to my list now. So, but I don't really sit there and play all the games. So that's the reason it's not all there. But this new update, I'll show you on a video how to update this. So you don't have to re-download everything. You just this update will apply for people who have arcade, and also people who have the everything loaded, fully loaded. You will have both, okay. And plus the people who want to have everything will get all the animation from here, from the animation list. And people who want just arcade will just get arcade game list. You will not get all this other stuff. Okay, so this will be all in Sega Genesis version. So I will this update will only be it's not flexible where you could change it, because I was waiting for Anthony to give me his artwork, but he's been busy, so that's not happening. Doesn't look like it's gonna happen anytime soon. So what I did is I give you all the 3D look, and so everything is in 3D. So you guys should be all good. It's consistent. The artwork is all consistent as well. So it's not. They're all 3D box art. So everything is 3D. So it's cool. It look good. Look nice. There's a lot of new stuff. I just don't remember. I've been doing something different. So there's a lot of different animation that's added to this. So the background's still the same. It's just a lot of different animation, as you can see. If you guys haven't saw it before. Oh, this one is the Japanese version, so it's like that. American version, Japanese version. So Super NES is kind of unique because they had the box facing vertical, and then on the Japanese they changed it to the other direction. So that's why you have games that facing different direction. Yep. So there's a whole bunch of different animation for different one. And they're also in at the bottom for the alphabet order, so you could at least know you could look at it here, because alphabet is not like number, oh, I need to go forward, I need to go back. Sometimes we forget and we have to count the alphabet, so I went and put this alphabet here to make it convenience, so you could easily get there without having to think too much about it. So yeah, the arcade, the Capcom is still pretty much the same. So the character is smaller now, and so they're all still the same. And here's all the Capcom fighting. So I finally come down to those character, and so I'm pretty good with the Capcom's character. I was like having a hard time trying to find the correct one for it. So that's all right. So if Anthony gave me the new list, I will give you guys that new update, so you could switch between the Anthony's and mine. So this one would just be all my artwork and animation, and so everything will be all designed, created by me, or put together by me. Now the artwork is not all the artwork by me, but all the stuff that put together is by me. The hack is not by me, by the way. You have to give the people, the high-low stick pro people, they're the one who created this, make this possible for us to do this. So yeah, give them thanks for putting this together. But the animation, the design, this wallpaper is all created by me, and this one is actually created by me because I download the GIF file, and it wasn't transparent, and plus it was too big, so I have to cut the size down, and then I have to actually cut and paste and then make it transparency. So this is actually created by me. The design wasn't designed by me. It was already there by the GIF. But in order to make it work, I have to shrink it and make it transparency to make the spinning rainbow color working. Okay. All right. And this idea actually came from also the Hilo team. They have a purple color that go around, and I like the rainbow color, so I put the rainbow color, which I went and took the time to create it. So hopefully you guys like this. I took a lot of opinion from the community, from the YouTube channel, and a lot of you have gave me a lot of ideas and information about change this, change that, and so I have changed a lot of different animation to make it everything look good. So, and I think this one, they say shoot up game, they want something more of a flying ship shooting, so I actually have to edit this and design this one picture by pictures to make this possible, because this picture, it was actually a video game. It wasn't animation. It wasn't a GIF. I have to create my own GIF. But it's not really create GIF, create a PNG. So I have to create my own PNG to make this possible. So yeah. Let me take that back. I think there is a GIF, but it was a very colorful GIF. A lot of background, and I have to remove. At that time, I didn't know how to remove the background. I still don't know how to remove the background. So I had to edit it, you know, and make it possible to make the background look the way it look. With transparency, you know. And somebody suggests that sports need some character to play sports. So I was very happy to find this character that actually kicking the ball, and that actually go very well. And then I have to design it to only use 12 pictures, because if you it's actually more than 12 pictures, like 48 different pictures, different action move that he does. And to make it work, I have to figure out which one that I want to make it look like he's actually playing a soccer, you know. So let's put that. That's one of the something that someone asked me to do. And also puzzle. Somebody say, since you're going to use a puzzle, you should have something of a character. So I went and actually found one, and it actually looked cute. So it actually matched the pictures. So I try to be as be consistent and so that everything is more match up with everything. Okay. Now the NeoGeo, all that graphic, the box art is all done by downloading. I didn't create those box art. Now some of them I was able to find them. I was very lucky to find them. Same thing with Capcom's. Now the arcade, I did have to create my own. So, alright, that's pretty much it. And then the bottom is just all the other game. They have different animation. You guys seen it before. Each one have different animation. They're all new animation that are supposed to follow the artwork. So yeah, this one is jumping monkey. Although Nintendo, there's so many. I just try to keep, you know, consistent. Those three characters, but with different animation. Like first one is always going to be Donkey Kong. Second one, I think, is because its alphabet is D, Donkey Kong. This one either is the princess, and then the third one will be Super Mario. So that's the order that I have put the animation for the Nintendo portion of it. So this is the Princess Peach, and look like she's dancing. And we have also G.I. Joe in Nintendo as well. So this is all the Nintendo version. Oh, Nintendo is not 3D box art. I just realized that. I thought everything is 3D. Oh my goodness. Nintendo is not? Oh, I lied then. Everything is 3D except Nintendo. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Nintendo is not a 3D box art. Okay, so I lied. Everything is 3D except Nintendo. Except Nintendo is not 3D. Okay, so I have to go back and look for all the 3D for the NES and create the box art. Since now I know how to create them, so. That's going to be a headache. I'm not sure I'm going to do it. I mean, Nintendo NES look good just the way it is. You know, I don't like the box art being so big. I feel like it's so crowded. And this way at least it's not so crowded, you know. And you have more room to put background animation. So I like it better without being so big. So when I changed the arcade, I was happy I did it, because the arcade now have more free space, you know. Where Donkey Kong is, I don't feel like Donkey Kong. You can actually see Donkey Kong. Before I feel like he disappeared with the picture. Now he's standing outside the graphic. So to me that looked better than the previous, where the box art is so big that he looked like he's standing right in front of it. And I like this way. I like this artwork better, the 3D box art. And I think if I have a choice, I'd rather have 3D box art, and that's what I did. I couldn't do it because there was a lot of it's almost like a 65 box art was missing, and I have to literally, you know, create them or try to find them. And some of them I was able to find them, maybe like 10 of them I was able to find them, and I think like roughly 58 of them I have to create fresh. Like this one, I had to create this fresh because there's no box art for this. You can't find it. So this, you could use this for Raspberry Pi. You could use it for AIW. I'm gonna be going back to work on AIW because I don't like the description being so long. I want to cut the description down, and to do that, AIW is a little bit harder because the picture have to match the description. So that means all the picture have to change to whatever description I called it. So I have to rename all the file. And that one is 510 plus game. This one is like 400, maybe 485 game. So, all right. So I'll go ahead and show you how you guys download. You just pretty much just download it, unzip it, and just copy the photo directly to your system. It won't modify nothing. It only replace the artwork. It will add more game to your arcade and shooting. So the shooting portion will change. The number of game will change. So the game setting will change, and yeah, all the game setting for arcade will change, and also all the animation will change. So there will be more of animation, graphic, pictures will be coming over to from the download. So just copy and paste it, and but you have to already have arcade. You have to already have the full version of the, in order for the update to work. Okay. All right, later, man. Talk to you later.